What's up? What's up? This is Jack Slater. Check out the Comic Outlaw on YouTube. Drop us a like and let us know what's going on. And today we're rocking and rolling with Masters of the Universe, Image Comics, Issue 4, Volume 2. Hell yes. Yes, yes, yes. I have to say, this has been an absolute pleasure doing this. I've had a lot of fun with this. It's something from childhood. And I love the remake that they did, the remake cartoon they based this off of. But let's kick this off. And we're at the city of Avion, and these weird bat creatures have popped out of nowhere. They started attacking Many Faces, He-Man, and Stratos, the king of the Birdmen. And he's kind of attacking, rallying his forces, to kind of combat this situation. And he's basically doing his thing. I kind of love the air combat. And basically, they're not floating in the air. They need that jetpack to kind of keep them floating. The wings kind of guide them. But anyways, I love Stratos here. He plays dirty, cuts the pack, lets one fall to their death, and now he's fighting this other person. He realizes something. Something looks familiar. Someone looks familiar. And it's that momentary distraction as he says the name of someone he hasn't said in a long time, and his wings and his backpack are cut. Basically the same thing he did to knock down the other villain. Yeah, you live by the dirty trick, you die by the dirty trick. Just ask Loki. He'll tell you. But at any rate, I love this. No. So I felt when they canceled the show after the second season. No. Now at this point, they're trying to rally their forces. They're trying to get a grip on what's going on, but these creatures are relentless. They just will not stop. And they come back for a second attack. And He-Man and Many Faces again prepare until a boom. And everything is set right. All the citizens are back. The buildings are back. And basically Many Faces and He-Man are in shock. And he's in his robot mode and he's trying to compute this. And they can see there's some kind of dimensional rift. And Stratos goes on to say that he recognized one of the warriors. That the warrior was actually his sister. So the plot thickens. It seems like some kind of shift in reality. Some kind of shift in a verse. A multiverse, maybe. Now, as this man-at-arms wakes up, he's half crazy. Screaming for He-Man. And he's just hysterical. He's losing his mind. I mean, he is just shouting. Incoherent things. Things that the Eternians cannot understand. Demanding to see He-Man, and the King Randor is coming, and this man-at-arms, of course, is no slouch either. He basically starts going to war on the Eternian Guard and just basically wrecking them all. And Teela is trying to stop him, but it just to no avail. And he hits Ram Man, of course, in the head, which absolutely does nothing. Ram Man gives him a bear hug, puts him to kind of restrains him a little bit. They kind of tie him down, and they're just wondering what is going on with him. What's wrong with his head? Why is he acting like this? Not knowing the truth, or at least not yet. They strap Man-at-Arms down as best they can. But will it hold this Eternian from another multiverse? And as He-Man goes to the one person that may have the answers, of course, he goes to the sorceress. And he opens the drawbridge, by the power of Grayskull, I command the drawbridge to open. Woo! And click clack, it falls down. And of course, they're having a little exposition here. They're explaining, like, He-Man kind of doesn't know how the castle works, which is pretty funny. He's the guardian of this castle, and he doesn't know all the secrets yet. And it's due to his youth, since he was kind of just selected for the job a few years ago. He's still a kid. He doesn't exactly know everything of Grayskull. But anyways, they come to see the sorceress, and she's passed out. She's weakened. She's weakened from the evil magic that evil Lyn unleashed upon Eternia. That attack from earlier, when they used that device, it kind of created an energy pulse that weakened the sorceress, and she was trying to warn them, but she just didn't have the strength to tell them, let alone leave the castle. So He-Man decides to carry her up to the throne room, a place where she could recharge, gather her energies, as it was. And after a short time, she begins to explain what I've been telling you all along, that device caused a shift in the multiverse, something I'm all too familiar with. And every multiverse is connected. Think of the multiverse like He-Man's multiverse and Marvel's multiverse, and there's a multiverse that kind of connects it as a doorway, but far flung, they can't reach each other unless you cross all these barriers first. So there's a multiverse for a universe multiverse, and then there's a universal multiverse. It takes a while to explain, but anyways, the barrier is breaking down, and if they don't correct it, if they don't get all the pieces back together, if they don't get everyone right where they're supposed to be, the blocks will start falling, the dimensions will start closing in on each other, and everyone is doomed. And yet she senses something that doesn't belong, someone they know but not know. It is Man-at-Arms. He is the one that's out of place here. He is from another dimension. That begs a question: where is the other Man-at-Arms? And of course, this prison doesn't hold Duncan. Duncan, in any reality, knows how to kick butt. So, he does his great escape. And basically, the Eternians are just left there dumbfounded, wondering what's happening, until he comes out of nowhere, takes out one of the guards, and Teela is just basically a loss for words. She tells everyone to sound the alarms. For one of Eternia's greatest heroes, as well as possibly one of their greatest enemies, has escaped. And he has decided to fly away. But where's he going to? What secrets does he hold? What trouble will he cause, for not for only for this universe, but for the universe that he came from? And most importantly, where is Man-at-Arms? Where is our Duncan? We'll find out the next time, won't we? And I love the artwork, and like I said, been pinning it up. Beautiful picture of Stratos and the Birdman. Very cool. And as always, I'm the Comic Outlaw, Jack Slater. Check us out on YouTube. Drop us a like and hit us up. And as always, your main man, the man with a plan, will catch you on the flip side. Laters.